Good morning, children. We are in the last part of this lesson, Ancient Civilization of India. In the previous class or in the previous video, we have studied about the post-Rigvedic period. In that, we have studied the social as well as the economic system of post-Rigvedic period. Today, we shall study the other two parts, that is the political system as well as the religious system of post-Rigvedic period. Political system of post-Rigvedic period. The southeast geographical edge during the final stages of Rigveda now became the central location of Aryans. So what has become the central location of Aryans, children? The southeast geographical edge has become of Rigveda has become the central locations of Aryans, and this place was occupied by the tribes known as Kuru, Panchala, Vasha and Ushniya. So these tribes, Panchala, Kuru as well as Vasha and Ushniya tribes occupied this place. The present Kurukshetra was the habitat of Kuru tribe. So which was the habitat of Kuru tribe? The present Kurukshetra was the habitat of Kuru tribe. Kosla and Vaideha tribes were present at the east end of the Aryan settlements. So, at the Aryan settlements, who were present? Which tribes were present, children? That is Kosla and Vaideha. That means they were living in the northeast of present Uttar Pradesh. That means that recognize or symbolize that they were living in the northeast of present Uttar Pradesh and North Bihar areas. Tribes were the major controlling of the political system. So, who were the major controlling of political system? The tribes. And during Atharva Veda period, Angas were living in the East Bihar and Magadha tribe in the central Bihar. So, the Angas as well as Angas who were living in the East Bihar and Magadha tribe in the central Bihar south of river Ganga. They were living there in that place. And these tribes were considered as the enemies by the sages. So, the Magadha tribe as well as Angas were considered as the enemies by the sages. And Pundras, who were the far east and Andhras of south, were called as untouchables. So, who were called as untouchable? The Pundras as well as the Andhras of south were called as untouchables, and these tribes were still not influenced by the Aryan ways of life and language, and these two tribes were not at all influenced by their way of life, Aryan way of life as well as language. This means that the political system of tribes continued even during the time of Atharva Veda. So, this clearly says that the political system of these tribes has been continued during this Veda. The arrival of the Indo-Aryans. The arrival of the Indo-Aryans of the banks of river Ganga and the Trainians. Trainian means historically the surnames evolved as a way to sort people into groups. They are known as Trainians at the Indian border and West Punjab due to their invasions. So, the coming of the Indo-Aryans to the banks of river Ganga as well as the Trainians at the Indian border and West Punjab due to their invasions, the Vedic tribes with the superior archery. So, the Vedic tribes had a superior archery and chariots won over the local tribes living on the banks of river Ganga. And the usage of iron after 800 BCE has supported this victory. And the improved military power of Vedic tribe helped them to extend their geographical limits. So, what has helped them to extend their geographical limits? The improved military power of Vedic tribe has extended their geographical limits. As a result, powerful kingship emerged. Due to the improvement in the military power, the more powerful kings emerge, and king is considered or described. So, king is described here in Atharva Veda as the one who rules all is like a god. The one who rules all is like a god in human form. As the accumulation of wealth, as they collected more wealth and power, increased, attempts were made in the levels of the kings as equal to God. And God or the representative of God. So they were considered as their equal king is equal to God, or the representative of God. And more references to the sacrifices which were made by them, and taxes and gifts occur at this stage. Many complex and wealth indicating rituals grew around the king. So many complex and wealth indicating rituals also grew more in number around the king. The coronation means the act of placement of a crown upon a monarch's head. So the coronation ceremony to mark the ascendance to the throne by the king called Rajasuya came into existence as a symbol of king's power. Ashwamedha Yaga gained importance. So the symbol of kings, how the king had power. So that Yaga, Ashwamedha Yaga gained more importance during that period. Next, we shall study the last part of post-Rigveda period, that is the religious system. The religious belief and rituals of Rigveda continued along with changes and additions during post-Vedic period. So, there were more number of changes, as well as some, according to the changes, some additional changes were also added during post-Rigvedic period. Rudra and Vishnu had gained a lot of importance, a significant position during the post-Rigvedic period. They became important gods along the Vedic gods. So they became more important gods along with Vedic gods during the time when Brahmanas developed an appendage to the Vedas. Appendage means a thing that is added to something larger or more important. There are no direct references to Vishnu's incarnations and no direct references for Vishnu's incarnations. It is said that by imbibing the local gods, Rudra also took over the legends and mythology of them unto himself. And it was believed all things that happen in this world are the results of yajnas, and such notions were incorporated into Puranas, that is mythological stories, old stories. So it is believed that these things are going to happen in the world because of the yajnas, as a result of yajnas performed, and such notions are incorporated in a Purana. They were not cooperating in Puranas. In Upanishads, new concepts like karma and rebirth of soul were created. In Upanishads, new concepts were added there, like karma and rebirth of soul were created. This aided the place of a person in the caste system. Aided the place of a person in the caste system, which is based on birth. And this became the most important philosophical base for the continuation of the caste system in his institutionalized form. So, this is about the religious system of post-Vedic period. So, we have studied the post-Vedic period as well as the Rig-Vedic period in this lesson. So, hope all have understood, children. Thank you.